Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Brett. I got videos today from Alexander Grace. This is what women want. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get the chow. It's chow time.
What are you doing? Hey, whoa! Hunter! Hunter, what are you doing?
You're on the remote. You wanna watch a show?
Hunter! What are you doing?
Getting her riled up for no reason. That's a good prank. That was funny. Did you guys notice what kind of behavior from him got her riled up? Was it being polite and respectful and being
It was, let me get on you.
really careful, making sure to get her written consent before you touch her? I mean, isn't that what we've been told women want from a man?
So every time I go out on dates with these men, they always assume after the second or third date that like nothing's gonna happen. They think that I'm too innocent or too prudish or something, and I'm not sure what's giving off that impression because like
I agree. I don't know what is giving off that impression because I'm not getting that impression from you at all.
look at me. You can just throw me around. Look at me. You could just throw me around. Look. You could just have your way with me.
I
like
will.
I just fuck like I can take it. I swear to God I can I swear to God I can take
I mean, I believe her.
This is like the borderline of like getting reported and going to jail and being the one, right? The one can do all of this. He can do all these things. The average guy, he's going to jail majority of the time if he's gonna attempt this aggressiveness.
I mean, you can hear it from women. They tell you themselves. They're disgusted by men who treat them like they're soft, delicate creatures. They're so sick of it. If you want to stand out from the army of simp men out there, show some masculinity, show some dominance. Oh, but I want to be respectful of women. No, it's such a cope. Stop blaming women and putting responsibility onto them because you are too scared to step into your own manhood. If you truly want to respect women, how about giving them what they're asking for?
You gotta be assertive. We like it when we're told what to do. It shows that you're confident, that you know what you're doing, and that's hot.
Here's the difference between men and women that your dad never told you because he probably didn't understand this himself. Men use sex to relax. Women need to be relaxed in order to have sex. As a man, if you have a hard day at work, you're anxious, you're stressed, you want to have sex. You want to connect with your partner physically so that you can relax. But women are not men. They don't work that way. The reason why so many women say that foreplay is non-negotiable is because she needs time to relax first in order to get into the mood. And you
I mean, it makes sense. For us, it's just a little rub. We're ready to go.
know the very best way to help women relax is to allow them to give up control, to stop being in charge, to stop making decisions. I found this graph on Psychology Today. Now, haven't we been told that there is no differences between men and women? You look at this graph and you tell me if you think that's true or if we've all been lied to. For men who like BDSM, 75% like being in the dominant role and only 25% like being submissive. But for women, it's a tiny 4% who like being in the dominant role and a whopping 96% of women wanting to be in the submissive role. If you understand women, like what is femininity, what is at the core of a woman's psyche, that will not surprise you. If it does, if that data shocks you, you need to subscribe to this channel. You need to watch way more of my videos. Because any man who truly knows women, who understands what she is craving deep down, her heart's desire is to not exist. That's what women want, to not exist. I'm going to spend the rest of the video explaining this. Back to the video and understanding women's instinct towards submission in the bedroom and that core motivation that women have to not exist. Understand this, a woman cannot relax and therefore cannot experience pleasure if she is thinking. Most women find the experience of being a woman exhausting, especially in the modern era. You've got to make decisions, you've got responsibilities, you feel overwhelmed, you feel anxious. She hates it. She wants to shut down her mind, turn it off.
But they're strong and independent boss babes, Alex. They've been telling us this whole time.
Someone else be in control for a while so that she can relax. What she needs is a competent, masculine man. She can't trust some average chump off the street to lead her, he's not going to be up to the task. She needs a quality man with leadership skills, someone who is capable of taking charge. Guys, you have to know this about women. In order for her to access the pleasure centers inside her brain, everything else needs to be offline. She wants a feeling of emptiness, like she does not exist. She's not in control
I guess that makes sense because you gotta fill her up with that emptiness.
of anything, and all these pleasurable things are just happening to her. Men don't understand this about women because we're not like that.
Hell
We feel
no.
pleasure when we strongly exist, when we are in control. It's one of the reasons why sex can be so relaxing for men. Yes, I'm doing this. I'm in charge. I'm meeting my needs. I'm in control. But for most women, it's the exact opposite. She wants to abandon control. She wants to enter a thoughtless state. Have you ever seen women doom scrolling on TikTok or Instagram or whatever? That's what I'm talking about. That's her surrendering control. She's going offline. She just scrolls for like an hour, just allowing entertaining content to be served up to her. She's in a feminine, receptive state. She's not getting bored. She doesn't have that masculine thought of, maybe I should go and do something.
Yeah, I was gonna say I cannot do that for too long. I have to go do something.
No, she's in her feminine bliss. She does not have to think. The algorithm is doing all the thinking
must be
for
nice
her, and
sometimes.
that's what she wants. See the title of this article. Most Instagram and TikTok users are female. Men prefer YouTube. It
Yes.
makes sense, right? On
This I knew because I'm big into YouTube now, and this is how I was trained.
YouTube, consumption is masculine. You have to be a hunter, searching out the right content, making decisions about which thumbnail to click. Men like that. Men enjoy the chase. But that's not women. That's not feminine. TikTok exploded, and now Instagram and YouTube are copying it because they discovered better how to cater to women, to give them a feminine social media experience. You don't have to think, we'll just serve it all up to you. This is what women want. This is what unlocks her ability to feel pleasure. She does not want to think, not with her social media apps and
This really explains TikTok and women in a very great degree. Shout out to Alex for this one. It makes sense. It makes sense just to be able to just be mindless and just because in a sense that's how dates are for them. It's a little bit mindless. We take care of everything. They just enjoy and whatever it is.
certainly not in the bedroom. So if you are in a loving relationship with a girl and she knows you, she trusts you, you feel safe together, then trust that you don't need to make the actual lovemaking process a democratic procedure, consulting her at all times about what she wants and what she's thinking. Did you like that? What do you want to do next? Which of these two would you prefer? Stop asking her to make decisions during sex. The
You guys actually do that? I don't think I've ever really done that. If I wanted it, I wanted it. And we were going to probably get it most likely.
moment that she has to reactivate her brain is the moment that she stops feeling like a woman. And why would you rob her of her femininity? In the bedroom, that is when you should be giving her the peak experience of masculine, feminine dichotomy. When she is undressed and she is vulnerable and she's looking at you, she should have no doubt in her mind that she is a woman and that you are a man. Men who have experienced this know exactly what I'm talking about. This whole video came from a discussion that we had in the Hero Circle. All of the men in the group could relate to this. They'd seen it, they'd experienced it, and we swapped stories. The Hero Circles, by the way, are the men's discussion groups that I run every single week. If you want to join, you can click on a link in the description box. But what happened in that session is that we began to discuss how this feminine instinct, this desire to turn off her brain and not exist, is not just limited to the bedroom.
Anybody else's wife, girlfriend, significant other just turn off their brain whenever they're with you? Because for me, this one over here, obviously she's with me all the time, completely shuts off her brain when we're in public. So
It's 100% true. Because the more masculine and the better you are at being a leader, the less they have to think about. When I'm out in public, they don't think about anything. Most women that are dating with me, they are just taking in the sights and not worrying about anything and just, they're not even worried about the freaking car coming at us, the freaking bike coming in the bike lane and all these stupid little things that are happening. because she knows I will take care of most of it. I will handle if anything happens. So she's in that bliss state that, well, I'm with him. He's going to take care of it. I'm going to go brainless. That's how you actually know they like you.
So today, we're walking across the street, walking across the street, it was a red light, a truck runs a red light, almost hits her, I pull her away, last second, of course, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, what do you mean, oh, honey, you almost got hit by
Great
a truck. And
example.
she goes, that's why you're here, honey. And I'm like,
That is why you're here.
that's why,
I've had girls say that to me all the time.
that's why I'm here?
Yeah.
What if I wasn't there, honey? Okay?
But you were.
Miss Black.
Did you save me?
I mean, yeah, I did.
Okay, it's because I trust you.
It's because she, you know, next time I'm not gonna save her, I'm not gonna.
So relatable. And in case you guys might be thinking that the woman in that video is an exception, let's check in with the comments. She feels safe with you, so she turns off her brain. I want that. Every girl does this with their man. So related, she's in her feminine energy. My boyfriend becomes my brain when I'm with him. I ask you again, do you know this about women? Like, do you really understand that this is what femininity is? Because if you do, you understand that the implications go far beyond the bedroom. These insights must be carried into your relationship with your wife or girlfriend. It should inform how you interact with her. Failure to understand this will result in a failure to have a happy and healthy relationship. I explain why in the full-length version of this video.
You know, the other side of this is where when women always seem to say, oh, I need a man, I need a masculine man to put me in my feminine. That's exactly what they're talking about, guys. They're talking about the being able to shut off their brain part. And most men out there are not triggering that for women, and that's why they're saying it. And it comes off as a weird way because the way they're wording it is not how we're interpreting it, but that's the case. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and see you guys next time.